everyone, and welcome to ActonTV Summer Camp. This is their video production camp where kids come and they learn how to operate machinery, they learn how to do recording, editing, camera work, everything that you could imagine. And to top it off, their final day here, they are going to be doing a cooking show. And they're going to be preparing separate dishes that are all desserts, and everybody here is super excited about it. And what we're going to let them do is introduce themselves, and then they're going to tell you why their team is going to win and what magical dessert that they are going to do to create this victory. So I'm going to hand it off to our first contestant. And can you just tell me maybe one thing you like about the video production camp also while you're introducing yourself?
I'm Lucia, and what I like about this video production camp is that you can choose what you want to do, and the acting is really fun.
My name is Charlotte, and I like this video production camp because I like to act, and I definitely like being the murderer in our murder mystery.
My name's Ryan, and the thing I like about this production camp is there's a lot of hands-on things you get to do.
My name is Dean, and I like this camp because you could learn a lot about making TV shows.
Okay, Dean, could you tell me what dessert are you going to prepare?
Brownies.
Chocolate brownies, maple
Double chocolate chip brownies.
How are you going to win? You got a secret ingredient?
No.
I'm going to be making fudge brownies with some ice cream and stewed strawberries, and I think I'm going to win because I've done this before and I went really far, and I think I have the experience to win.
I'm making chocolate chip oatmeal cookie sandwiches, and I think I'm gonna win because I've had these before and they're really good. And it's kind of like our recipe because we're the ones who add the oatmeal.
I'm with Charlotte, and I'm making the same thing as her, and I think we're going to win because it's kind of different, and it's really good because it's kind of summer now, so it would be cool you off.
There you have it, folks. We're going to have a nice wintertime meal in the middle of summer to cool us down. Ice cream, is that what it's going to be? Ice cream sandwiches, a couple of brownies being made, some cookies being made. So what we're going to do, folks, is we're going to take a quick break while we get everything prepared at the ovens and get them turned on and heated up. And then I believe it is you, Dean, that is going to be our first contestant, correct? Fantastic. And Dean, I love the wig, man. Is it a wig first? I shouldn't assume that that's not your real hair. Is that a wig or is that your real hair? Fantastic. Dean, you have grown that hair wonderfully. I would be so proud of it. Okay, folks, we'll be right back for the next segment on our video production camp summer cook-off and cool-off. We'll be right back. Thank you. Holy cow, Dancing Camel, that was something else. Thank you for the fancy moves that you gave us. And welcome back, everyone, to the ActonTV Cook-Off Challenge. Our first contestant is my rock star Dean with the wonderful hair that he grew. Looks like you put a little bit of glitter in the hair for this occasion also. True rock star styling, Dean. So let me ask you a quick question. This dessert, have you ever made it before?
Last night,
Last night you practiced it. On your own, or did you have help with someone?
I had help.
So this is going to be your first experience. So one piece of advice that I can give you, Dean, about this,
Yeah?
don't get any of that hair in the food, okay?
Okay.
But other than that, you're on your own, sir. Good luck with it. Make me some wonderful brownies because I did not have breakfast today and I am hungry. Folks, I give you Dean, and he is going to be making a wonderful brownie dessert. You see all of the ingredients here. Sit back and enjoy, everyone.
I am making double chocolate chip brownies, and first we have oil. Weird capping. Half a cup. Next we have sugar, 1 cup of sugar. a little bit over, but you can never have too much sugar. Next we have the vanilla extract, which apparently is 1 teaspoon. So there is my 1 teaspoon. Next is the eggs. Apparently 2 eggs. Crack them over this. I'm gonna have to wash my hands again. Okay. Now, how much flour? Be more careful. Next is cocoa powder. How much do we need? 1/3. Oh, come on. And there's that. Next is the salt, or baking powder. How much does it say to put in? 1/4. 1/4 teaspoon. Okay. Now another 1/4, then salt. Okay, that's the salt. Next I'm gonna put in the eggs. And how much half a cup of chocolate chips. Okay. Next, according to me, we are gonna according to me, next we put the brownies in the pan and then I'm done. Oh, really messy. Apparently I have a bigger pan than I should have. I don't know if I have enough. Probably spent like 4 minutes doing this, so this is getting boring.
That's the beauty of editing. It will not look like 4 minutes.
Okay. And yep, that's how you make double chocolate chip brownies.
How long is it going to be in the oven for, Dean?
20 or 25 minutes.
Okay, well, let's get it in there. And while Dean is getting that part of it ready, folks, what we're going to do now is we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to go to our next contestant. We'll be right back. Thanks. Hi everyone, and welcome back to ActonTV's Video Production Camp, Summer Edition number 2. Our next contestant on the cooking show is Ryan, and Ryan is going to just kill you all with this dessert he's about to make. We've got the water heating up ahead of time. We've got all of this prep that we have done, but this is his recipe, his dessert, his everything. So Ryan, take it away.
All right.
I'm gonna start cutting and washing the strawberries for the stewed strawberries for the ice cream.
Cutting. There's going to be strawberries and ice cream with these brownies. It's going to be a hard dessert to beat. I think he's going to win. Busy kitchen right here. Like a 5-star restaurant taking place. Delicately getting those fingers out of the way. That's one of the signs of it. I would never make a cook, Ryan, because I would eat every single one of those strawberries before they ever got put into anything. That's my mistake with cooking. Where'd you come up with this recipe? Did you just go online and find it, or did somebody help you find it?
Well, I felt my sister make
way.
brownies before, and I figured, well, since I know how to do it, I think I should play it safe and do something I know.
Are you going to cut up all of the strawberries?
Probably.
I feel sorry for the judges that have to make a decision with this because they're not going to have much chance. I think they're going to have to just sample all of it to make up their mind.
There we go. Looks like we got enough
That's
strawberries.
enough. So what are you going to do with these strawberries?
I'm going to put that in that warm water, and it'll help to make them taste a little bit sweeter and better.
Instead of dropping them in, you want me to show you a little secret? Why don't you try to get something and just slowly put them in like that? There you go. And now just drop them down in. You want to hear my first cooking story ever?
Sure.
It's not good, Ryan. It's really bad. So when I was growing up, my grandparents had a farm. It was a 40-acre farm, and they used to always grow green beans. And they would can them. In other words, once they harvested all the green beans, they would cut up all of them, and they would string them, and then they would put them in mason jars. Well, I had never cooked in my life, so when I finally moved out of my house for the first time, I called my mother and said, "How do I cook the green beans?" Her answer to me was, "Well, you just cook them till they're dry." So I thought that meant that I'd have no water in the green beans when I'm making them or anything, so I put them in a pot, just like you are right now, with no water in it, and turned it on. Burnt all of the green beans. They got stuck to the pot, and I had to throw the pot away. That was my first attempt at cooking. So do you put a lid on that to help it, or does it stay exposed?
I keep the lid off.
Keep the lid off. Okay, what's your next phase on this wonderful recipe?
Now I'm going to start making the actual batter for the brownies. First, right now, I'm just adding the basic stuff like the flour, cocoa powder, vanilla, all those kind of things. Now I'm about to add the eggs into the mixture. Actually, I cracked one today. I was having eggs for breakfast. Now I'm about to add oil for the brownies.
So it was 2 eggs. Do you know how much oil this is? Do you need help opening that since your fingers now have egg all over them?
I think I'll manage.
Oh, folks, high risk.
Now I need to stir it up and mix it all together nice and well, except you don't want to mix it too much, otherwise it won't rise very well.
So if you mix it too much, it won't rise as well?
Yeah.
Lesson learned. I did not know this. You want me to turn the heat down on it so it's not boiling anymore for your strawberries?
Yeah, I think you can turn them off.
Turn them off now?
Yep.
Okay. It's looking good, Ryan. It's looking very, very good. I can't wait to see what this creation is going to look like. There's going to be strawberries and ice cream involved with this, but I think that those are going to be coming in later, aren't they, Ryan?
Yep.
Aren't you putting those in after you bake the brownies?
Yep.
Nice.
There we go. And it's ready to put in.
Okay, we're going to put it in the oven now. Let me get the door for you. So we've set the temperature to 350.
Yep.
And how long are we going to cook them for?
Let's check. 25 minutes.
25 minutes. I have never seen this many brownies in my life. Go ahead and put it on the top shelf. And 25 minutes later, folks, we are going to be adding strawberries and anything else besides strawberries?
No.
What kind of ice cream are you going to do?
Probably vanilla or chocolate.
Probably vanilla or chocolate. Okay, folks, we're going to take a quick break while he's getting this little section prepared. And what we're going to do is we're going to send it back to you, Dancing Camel, and take it away. Hi, and welcome back to ActonTV's video production camp. As you can see, we have 2 new contestants that are so excited that they can't even stand still. To my left right here, this is Lucia. Say hi, Lucia.
Hi.
And this here is Charlotte.
Hello.
And today, what recipe are you 2 lovely ladies going to make for us?
Chocolate chip oatmeal cookies. Sandwiches. Ice cream sandwich.
So-
Oatmeal chocolate chip cookies.
So it's a layered type dessert.
Yeah.
It's going to have ice cream, chocolate chips, oatmeals, and everything. So my first question to you is, have you ever made this dessert
Many times.
Okay, well, I'm going to step back and let you 2 go at it. And I want you all to kind of explain what's going on. And if you don't mind, I would love to ask you questions while you're making this, please. Thank you.
So first, we're gonna add a 1.25 cups of flour.
And then next, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of bacon.
And next, we're gonna add a teaspoon of salt, but I usually only use a pinch.
How
About
do you
this
make-
much. And now we just put this, we're gonna just stir this up a little bit with a spoon. We're just gonna stir it up a bit. And then we're gonna set that to the side.
And next, we're going to use
Use
1 cup.
1 cup of butter, which is 2 sticks. But we're
We're
gonna
gonna
have
have
to put them in the microwave.
Well,
for-
don't just set them directly in the microwave, because then you will
Yeah.
have butter oozing everywhere.
And only put them in for, I think, 10 seconds is all they need.
Is it ready? I don't know.
I have a spoon right over here for you ladies if you need to melt it longer.
No, I think it's softer.
Okay.
So we're gonna put that in the bowl.
Mixer.
And now we're gonna add 3/4 of a cup.
Of granulated sugar.
We're just gonna put it up to the line because that's what it says. We don't want too much sugar because we're still putting 3/4 of brown sugar in.
And next, we're going to put 3/4 of brown sugar in.
And you gotta pack it. This is enough because it's already a lot of sugar in there.
Brown sugar.
And now we're gonna do a teaspoon of vanilla extract, which you can do over the bowl because there's never enough vanilla. There's never too much. And there we go.
And then next, we're going to crack 2 large eggs.
Or do you want to just try it?
Oh, Lucia!
We just decided to go run away.
Yes.
So what we need to do is to get
it's
an
very lucky that we brought
3 eggs.
an extra egg.
There you have it, folks. Always expect disaster.
So next, we
We're
are
gonna
going to
beat this.
and
tell
we're gonna
me.
put it. We're gonna wait a little bit till it
It's
finishes.
creamy, and I'm gonna just turn it up to 4 so it goes a little faster. I'm not worried about it.
Well, that's working. I'm going to be adding a cup of white chocolate. I am putting a cup of white
creamy,
chocolate and a
so-
cup of dark chocolate chips to make the chocolate part.
Now we're gonna add some flour into the
We're going to be
mixing
adding the
bowl.
dry mixture. And then we're going to be adding our cups of chocolate.
And now,
After we're gonna
Put
add
more
it.
white chocolate in. And for now, I think that's done stirring. And
You gotta be a star. You gotta be the star.
next, we're gonna add the oatmeal. And it's gonna be hard to stir because there's a lot in it. But you're gonna need a
And
bigger
we're going to
spoon.
switch.
Bigger spoon.
Teamwork stirring taking place right here, folks.
And I'll just be licking this because, I mean, we're not going to be using this spoon again.
You do. This is your dessert right here. I've seen many professionals that do this. How else do you know if it's good or not?
And I think we are done, so let's just move this in.
Now we're going to be putting all the cookies onto the cookie sheet.
You want a spoon to dollop these out?
No, I just use my hands.
Are we making mini?
Which is a...
So do you roll them into a ball or anything like that? Or
No,
do you
not
just
really.
I'm going to roll them into a ball.
I'm learning how to cook
is
today,
too much.
folks. I think the favorite part of cooking for me would be how nasty, gross you can get, and how dirty you can get, and
That's the funnest part, because then you
I
can
think
lick
so. It sounds like the fun part to me.
it. That's going to spread all of this.
I think Charlotte's a little bit happy about her creation. I love the communication between the two of them, the way that they work out the size of it. The one thing that I have learned about this right here is that oatmeal cookies
way too much.
are just, you can get very filthy. Okay, folks,
Extremely too
right
much on it,
there,
okay?
we're going to have these coming in for
No, they're
8 minutes,
gonna,
and
like,
then when we
switch
come back
and-
from the Dancing Camels, we are going to be doing the judging portion of this exciting contest. Hey everybody, welcome back to ActonTV's video production camp, and now we are to the most important part of their entire week. They're going to feed people food. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to hand the microphone over to the three judges so that they can introduce themselves.
Hello, I'm Marc, and I am the executive director here at ActonTV, and I'm looking forward to trying these delicious desserts.
Hello, I am Aashish. I am a common visitor of the ActonTV station. I really love desserts, and one thing I definitely have to say is I'm looking forward to trying out all the wonderful treats that are in store for us.
Hi, I am Matthew. I am a guest, and I can't wait to try these desserts.
Folks, newsflash, beep, 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 newsflash, newsflash. Dean is bringing his recipe first, and folks, I am going to be stepping off of camera. Enjoy this fine episode they're putting together, and everyone enjoy your meals. Thank you.
All right, I'm going to be taking over the hosting duties. So they're looking mostly at taste, but they can consider both the presentation and anything that they saw inside the process. So the judges are now writing down their scores for Dean's brownies. Do we have the next dish ready, Ryan? So you're ready?
Brownie dish with chocolate brownies with ice cream, fudge sauce, whipped cream, and stewed strawberries.
So I'm a little bit interested to observe exactly how each person's going to eat this, because they have a couple of options. They can either, I don't know, it looks like Marc got a bite of everything at once. Is that how you did it, Marc?
Yeah, I like to mix all the flavors together.
And how about you, Matthew? You seem to be going one at a time here, and I see Aashish is mostly going for that same all-at-once experience.
Fusion of flavors in my mouth, it's delicious.
Well, we are setting up your next dish.
We made oatmeal, chocolate, ice cream sandwich with vanilla or chocolate ice cream.
So this is another one where I'm a little bit curious exactly how they're going to go about eating it. Marc got a whole big chunk of it all in one. What's your first impression?
Oh, it's amazing. I think I'm gonna have dessert for lunch today.
Okay, are the judges finished with their analysis? Wow, you really worked through this. We'll go in the order we started, so I believe that was with Dean first. We're going to start out with Marc. And Marc, could you please give a summary of Dean's performance here, followed by your score?
So I thought it was very, very tasty. I liked how you had the chips in there. They were still really melty. It was nice and chewy and sweet, and I really thought it was a very good brownie, and I gave it a 9.
Well, when I first took a bite from Dean's very interesting brownie, the first thought that came to my mind was there was a lot of chocolate, and the powder also hadn't been completely mixed, which gave it a very unique taste. And at first, it was a little bit too bitter, but once you started eating it, it started to really kind of, I got used to the taste, and it felt pretty good, and I gave it a 7.
I like this dish because I like chocolate a lot, and there were chocolate chips and a lot of chocolate. It was a very good taste.
And what is your score out of 10? 9. A 9. We had a 9, a 7, and a 9. So that's 9, and 9 is 18. Plus 7 is 25. 25 out of 30. Not bad at all. All right, Dean, could you please step aside? And Ryan, come on out. All right, Mark. What were your thoughts on Ryan's dish?
So, Ryan didn't know this, but I am a very big fan of strawberries. So that was a pleasant surprise. I really liked that, and I thought the mixture of the nice warm brownie with the ice cream was perfect. That all together mixed with that strawberry, I thought it was fantastic, and I gave it a 10.
Ryan's dish was a delectable surprise, and it was absolutely wonderful to consume. The texture was chewy, but it wasn't like so cooked that it got mushy, which is really nice. The chocolate was very light, which is, I personally I'm not a big fan of chocolate, which definitely swayed me a little bit over to his side, and it added a good complement to the brownie because you could taste it, but it didn't overpower it. I gave it a 10.
I liked this because I liked the ice cream and the brownie together with the chocolate on the ice cream and the strawberries. 10.
This is unheard of in ActonTV video production camp cooking contests. Ryan has gotten a perfect score of 10 from every single one of these judges. Congratulations, Ryan. But let's check out for our final contestants, Charlotte and Lucia. All right, Mark, how did they do?
So this was really cool. I've never had a homemade ice cream sandwich like that before. It's my first time having something like that, and it was really cool because I liked how you put the white chocolate and then the milk chocolate chips in there, you combine them together. So not only did it taste great, but it had a really nice presentation. And the cookies were still nice and warm, and the ice cream with the coldness of the ice cream mixed with the warmness of the cookies was really cool. So I think overall for inventiveness and taste, I gave it a 10.
I agree with a lot of what Mark said. However, during the cooking process, I really remember the cooks licking the batter and then putting their fingers back into the bowl, which was, even if it didn't really make a big difference, it still colored my impression overall. But overall, it was still a very, very good dish, so I gave it an 8.
I liked this because I usually like ice cream sandwiches, but I haven't had one of these before with chocolate chips. And it was very good, so I gave it an 8.
All right, so that's a 10, an 8, and an 8. That's, what do we have? 18 plus 8, 26. So we have can I have Ryan and Dean come out here as well? When the lowest score of these is a full 25 out of 30, that's not bad at all. So congratulations to all of the judges, and it looks like we have our winner, and our winner would be Ryan. Ryan, would you like to say a few words after your victory?
I guess I'm happy that people enjoyed it and thought it was good because that made me feel like that I can actually do it again and like just like make it.
Okay.
I think I gotta say, I was very impressed with all three of them. and I think you all should be very proud. You guys did a great job. Better than I could do. I'm telling you, like, these were fantastic. If I were to go up there cook, you guys would have all given me like a 3 or 4. I'm that bad of a cook. So I was very impressed. You guys did a great job.
Well, thank you everybody for joining us today at Video Production Camp Cooking Challenge, and we'll see you again next time.